Am I live? Oh, I am. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Live. Just letting all the people know. Uh, then we'll just jump into it. I will be looking at the chat a little bit less here because I have the points document open on the side, so I can put in all the points and give you guys an update right away on who's winning or what the placements are, because this is our last week before playoffs. This decides everything: who's in, who's out, um, who gets to choose who as their opponent. So, without further ado, let's start with Estrella versus Soulblaze. Estrella brought out our glorious Kilowattrel Pelipper, our W Flying Birds for the water, for the rain team, Um, and Soulblaze has their typical sweepers. The Landorus and the Hoopa Unbound. We brought Terra Electric here, which makes sense given the rain team, but maybe we could make some plays with that Kilowattrel. We have Terra Steel on Kilowattrel, and yeah, Terra Electric on the Hoopa. I don't think any other Terras are brought here. It's gonna be interesting how this one's gonna play out. We just have to play around that Hoopa and the Landorus, and I think it shouldn't be too hard to play around the Landorus since we have a water move on pretty much everybody. But our Chaladon might have a hard time clicking Electro Shot or anything. Maybe it's like a hazard setting one. And we do see the slow twins coming out here. It's a face off of the slow twins. We'll see how that plays out. Leads wise, just I feel like you might lose a bit of tempo if you lead the Palafin. Cause like, what if Palafin is led into like Hoopa? But I still feel like we will see like Palafin into Hoopa. Let's see. Okay, Palafin into Raikou. That's not bad either. We got to go straight out to the Kilowattrel, expecting electric type move. Combine's up, and we Volt Switch out to our Chaladon. Eating an Aura Sphere, taking 50%, which is not good. And we don't have leftovers, so this is just dead. Dang. That had to be like perfectly calculated. Holy. Let me just make sure. Did the stream freeze when I alt tab to fill that out? No, it didn't. Okay, perfect. Okay, we see get another Combine up on the Kilowattrel. Hurricane is doing no damage. Aura Sphere doing 37%. That's actually pretty good. I'm guessing we're fishing for a confusion and we get it. Okay. Oh, we're trying to just whittle it down. I hope it's not rest. It's not rest. It can't be rest. Really good Kingdra switch in here, forcing the Raikou out on a wave crash that Cobalion eats. Cobalion's actually really defensive. We're throwing out another wave crash. This Kingdra's actually putting in work with the wave crash. And we see a Rocky Helmet on the Slowking, which is decent. Chill Reception to get rid of the rain, and Hoopa is unbound. Terra Electric. We're going to Volt Switch. What's dying here? What's the sack? Pelipper comes out on the Dark Pulse. Very nice. We got our rain back up, and Kingdra is the sack. Yep. Now it's time for Palafin to go crazy. Wave crash. Was that Scarf? Is that Scarf Palafin? Oh no. Palafin can just be faster? That's crazy to me. What the heck? Alright. I'll take it. I like that. Twin Turbo. That name sounds familiar. I don't know from what. We see Chilly Reception coming out. Landorus comes out. Does Landorus live a Jet Punch? I'm not sure. Pelipper does come out on the Earth Power. Really nice predict from Estrella, and you get the rain back up, and you could still bring it back up if another chilly reception goes through. Mambo eating that sludge wave, and then we see a U-turn. The bros are out. Slowking comes out, eats the Scald, no burn. Bad joke told once again. T-wave the Gengar that comes in. That's amazing. Amazingly played. And we're going to sack the Pelipper. Wait, did I just miss a turn or two? Gengar just killed Mambo and Pelipper, right? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Kilowattrel with the Hurricane one-shotting the Gengar. That's a no-co right there. Hurricane doing 34% to Raikou. Not bad. And we get the confusion. It confused. Oh my god, we can click Hurricane again. Holy confusion. Wait, right? Yo. Kilowattrel's coming through. Kilowattrel's coming through. Proving why it was one of the best mons. Psychic Noise does KO it though, which is fine. It came back. It came back. Twin Turbo coming out, picking up a KO on the Cobalion. Now, does this KO Slowking? No. Dang. Wait, it died to the recoil, right? If this died to the recoil, Slowking did not get the KO. Rocky Helmet. Recoil. Okay, so it died to the recoil. Slowking does not pick up the KO there. So that's the win for Soul Blaze, but I think they get no points for that. Because they picked up 5 KOs and they had 5 deaths. Yeah. And then for Estrella, it is a -1. But really nicely played. Dying to the recoil is actually insane. That's so good for Estrella. Okay, so that match is over. Well played by both sides. That was actually a pretty close one. Exciting too. Let's move on to Gek versus Norimiz. Dude, what the hell? I was wondering what this mon was right here. I was like, is this like some new DLC? But it's the Deoxys like tentacles coming out of Tinkaton's hammer. Tinkaton is like in between two mons right now. Such a large model. Okay. We see Terra normal on Gliscor, probably a facade set. And we see the Terra Fairy on Reuniclus. It's been brought pretty often, but it's all faithful, you know. Gek is going to have to be really safe around the Gothitelle. We have no way of switching out on Heatran or Annihilate or Kyurem or Gliscor on the Gothitelle. But I mean, some of these mons, like, it's not that Gothitelle traps them in with her. It's that they're trapped with Gothitelle. Wait. Okay, what am I trying to say? I'm saying Gothitelle is trapped with them. Right? Like, if you have the Annihilate in front of Gothitelle, you could kind of make some plays, get some Rage Fists going. Heatran, honestly, that one might be a little cooked. But you could, like, Magma Storm Toxic. Kyurem is killing it. Straight up. And Gliscor can just SD up and set up on it. I say the lead will be a lead Gliscor that protects into Deoxys speed. I want to say Gothitelle even. I'm going to say Gothitelle. Okay, we see Gliscor into Fortress. Okay. On the SD, we're going to get Rocks. That's our mid-ground here. Facade is 74% resisted is insane. Oh, we're getting another SD up on the explosion, so we don't get the differential point for that. Trick Gothitelle, Choice Scarf. We just got the Choice Scarf Facade Gliscor going with 2 SDs off. Oh my god. What did you do? What did you do, Norimiz? Tinkaton comes out. Is it going to eat the Facade though? It doesn't. Is this a Gliscor sweep? Oh my god. Okay, this mon's still faster and it picks up the KO. Okay, that could have gone out of hand quickly though. Imagine if Focus Blast missed too. Okay, Deoxys picks up a KO with the Psy Shock on Quaquaval. Heatran coming out. Focus Blast does not KO Heatran. And we have Dark Pulse on Heatran to KO the Deoxys. That's pretty good. And it also gave it away to 1v1 the Gothitelle if it ever came down to it. Heatran dies. Roaring Moon picks up a KO with Earthquake. Now it's 2 dragons against each other, but Kyurem is at 63%. But it's Scarfed. And we drop a Draco. Runicle coming out. We're going to go right out to Zarude. Are you going to Terra Fairy, Terra Blast? Oh, Calm Mind. Okay. Trailblaze. Doing actually a pretty decent amount. 23%. We do see the Focus Blast come out. Picking up a KO on Zarude. That might reveal no Terra Blast. Not sure. We could drop like an Ice Beam here. Yeah. 32%. Not a lot. Okay. And now it's Annihilape's time. How is Annihilape going to beat this? Stone Edge, we get one. Oh, but it's going to recover. Stone Edge needs to get like... Yeah, no, I think it's over. This mon's too bulky. Okay, stop setting up. Just put him out of his misery. Put him out of his misery, Norimis. We have other moves on this one. How are we missing so many Stone Edges? This is the Stone Edge of Depression. Wow. Okay, you do not need to Calm Mind up this much. There's no way. There's no world where you need to Calm Mind this much. Yeah. Okay. GG's. Close game. Do not stall like that again. You did not need to do all that. Okay, yeah, loss for Gek. Win for Norimis. We have a 6k. It's +1 differential. 1 differential. And then for Gek, it is a -2 because explosion. Okay, moving on to the next game. We have Poison Point versus Tai. We see Terra Ghost on Regirock, a staple that Poison Point has been bringing. And we see Terra fighting on Gallade. We're trying to Sacred Sword sweep here. Oh, I didn't predict the leads. Okay, Regirock into Primarina. Oh, Garganical. Okay. We're going straight into the Ghost type and we're clicking Body Press. It's pretty decent. We see Stealth Rocks come out of Garganical. T-Wave, we did not know about. Purifying Salt. Quagsire comes out on a Rocks trade. Wake comes out on the Quag. Are we going to click Dracos and see if it's unaware? Primarina comes out. Okay. Corviknight coming up to pick up the Moonblast. Imagine if it was Mirror Armor there. We see some of Primarina's moves. We could calc some stuff. We're just like slowly, you know, trading some info here. Steve does eat a Salt Cure, but we get the Rapid Spin off. Remember, Tai has no spin blocker. Lilligant Hisui can come out. We might be able to Victory Dance here and make a play. Oh, it's looking fire. Spore, Sleep Powder? No. Oh, wait, no. I don't think you could bring that anymore. Okay, Booster Spadef from the Photosynthesis. It's like the first time Torkoal has been off the bench in a while. Ooh, we're going to heal up the Corviknight with a Wish. Pretty good. And we eat the Toxic. Drill Peck. Spikes are back up, though. How is Steve going to come in? We're going to Drill Peck this down, aren't we? But it has to recover. Okay. It's going to be a slow play. Slow play right here. We're just going to Drill Peck and Peck and Peck. And the first Liquidation picks up a defense drop. That's crazy. Imagine if this was like a bulk up power trip set on Corvi. Bulk up agility power trip. Holy. Yeah, Unaware is not doing Quagsire any justice. And this does reveal the Unaware. Like, all these defense drops don't matter. Do we not have Roost on this? Are we just spamming Drill Peck? Is this just a waste of my time? Okay, finally they switch out. I watched way too many turns of that. Garganical coming in on the Drill Peck. We need to switch out Corvi. We're not switching out Corvi. We get the very lucky flinch, but you need to switch this out. What are we doing? Oh my god. If this flinches right here. If you get 2 flinches. Oh my god. Please switch out. Why? You're at 0.4 defense. This is insane to me. Okay, now you could switch out. Sulky is just going to keep doing 25%. Switch out. U-turn. Oh my god, we're going back to Ironhead. Oh my god. Okay. I want to see this bird die at this point. At this point, the bird needs to die. We're going to kill Steve, but we don't get any sun up. Now Regirock comes up. Wait. Torkoal dies. What set up the spikes? It was only Garganackle, right? Oh no, it was Quagsire, so Quagsire picks up a KO. Regirock is back up. Does eat a Toxic. I hope this doesn't turn into a stall fight. We are getting destroyed by hazards. I think it might be pretty much over because the hazards are just going to run through this team. Yeah. Primarina can just come out. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, but it's pretty hard to win from here. Like, this team is very weak to rocks, and Torkoal just can't come back out to get sun up or to rapid spin. It should have been heavy duty boots, or it should have been heavy duty boots on Corviknight, or no, heavy duty boots on Corviknight. I mean defog on Corviknight. Someone said that in the replay, and that's pretty right. Sounds good. Sounds right to me. These teams are too bulky for my liking. Yeah, possibly the longest game of Pokemon I've ever had. And I have the benefit... Okay, that died to Sulk here. I have the benefit of, watching a replay. So I don't have to wait for all the time in between the moves being clicked. I hope the timer was on by now. I really hope the timer was on by now. We dodged the Will-O-Wisp. You can't switch out Wake. Yeah. Primarina picks up a KO on Wake. Oh my god, the 2-turn Solar Blade. That's hilarious. I love it. Downflame's just going to set up here. Or not set up, but roost. Victory Dance, Wait a Will-O-Wisp. The BM hurts. I want to say it's BM. Actually, it kind of was. Could have been a switch. True. Wait. I got too focused on the chat. Lilligant dies. Talonflame picks up a KO. That's good. Every mon on this team is picking up a KO. We see Stone Edge. I mean, it's pretty much... Yeah, I'm pretty much over here. Quagsire has actually been picking up KOs this draft league. I don't expect that out of such a defensive mon. I guess we're not confident that Liquidation can KO. Okay. Good. Alright, that was a 6-0. Oh my god. Yeah. I feel like some things, if it was heavy duty boots on Torkoal, it could have been an entirely different game. And if we had Defog on Corviknight, it could have been an entirely different game. It's really unfortunate that it went down like that, though. But you live and you learn. We have Wish versus Philosopher. Please give me a speedy game. We see Terrafairy on Sylveon, actually. We're going for those strong hyper voices. And we see the Terragrass on Glamora. Let's see how it goes. We're trying to get those energy balls going, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we're U-turning out with Greninja taking 58% of Glamora's HP. Toxic Debris setup, we reveal that we're Life Orb, which we also reveal that we're Protean, which is something. We get our dual screens up, Cloudsire's out. Goldengo is now here to play Rock Slide. I kind of like it. And there's a bulky Goldengo behind 2 screens, so with that, do what you will. It does. Okay, so they do get one of the screens off with Greninja. We have Colbur Berry Goldengo. Hope we don't flinch. Dazzling Gleam picking up the KO. Very nice tech so far out of Philosopher. Like, that is just all around amazing tech. Ogerpon does come out to pick up a KO though. Blaziken SDs on the switch out. We get our speed boost. Sylveon switches out. Clodsire comes in on the Earthquake from the Blaziken. Blaziken actually picking up its second KO of the draft league. Okay. Close combat into the Shifu Rapid Strike. Very nice. Blaziken picking up its third KO of the draft league. And now Blaziken goes down, but he's gone down a hero. He has gone down a hero. Sylveon, Protect on the Mystical Power. What does Mystical Power do, guys? I actually forgot. We see the timer go on. Must have been a while. Okay, no. Timer's off. Sylveon Terrafairies, which it always should just do. Okay, so Mystical Power is a Spadef boost. That's insane. Or not Spadef boost, Special Attack boost. Is it guaranteed? Is this Torch Song? Is this Psychic type Torch Song? Ogerpon's going to SD here. On the side shock that it barely lives. I hope that wasn't a roll. If that's a roll, that's so unfortunate. Glamora dies. Wait, how is it not poisoned? How is Ogerpon not poisoned? Am I missing something? Because Ogerpon, it has to hold the mask. How did it come out and... How did Sylveon come out and not get poisoned? Wait, am I stupid? Was there a rapid spin somewhere? There's no rapid spin, so how are these mons coming out? Oh wait, toxic. No, guys, I'm stupid. I forgot that poison spikes like they run out. Oh no, Clodsire picked them up. Clodsire ate it. I'm so crazy, guys. I'm brain rotted. I had an exam the other day, so I'm just like small brain now. Not that I could let myself go. Dragonite setting up a DD. We Volt Switch out. Sylveon is here. On the Dragon Claw, very nice switch. But I'm sure E-Speed KOs, right? Fire Punch revealed. We tried to double protect, but Yuxi switched out anyways. Mystical Power. We're getting our Mystical Power stacks. On the protector, we have like a setup move to click. No, it's just Mystical Power again. I like Mystical Power. I actually didn't know they gave it to Yuxi though. Because Yuxi is pretty defensive. I don't like that. We're just stacking our special attack. The wishes are coming true. Are we stalling Mystical Power? Sylveon is such a monster. Living this long. You just hyper voice here now, right? Ooh, size shock reveal. Very nice. And we see the side shock picking up the KO on Regieleki as well. Nice. Very nicely played, Philosopher. I enjoyed the tech. I also enjoyed seeing what's his name? Blaziken pick up a KO. I've been wanting that for a while now. Picking up more than one KO. Alright. Next battle is Ultra Burst versus Leppy. Let's jump into it. We see the Old Faithful Terra Ghost Avalugg. The same way that Terra Ghost Regirock is a staple for Poison Point, and the same way that Terra Fairy Reuniclus is a staple for Noiri Mies, Ultra Burst has been bringing Terra Ghost or just Avalugg every week, and I respect it. You like a mon, you bring it. And it actually does have some pretty good value. It becomes a spin blocker, and it is a spinner itself. It can kind of 1v1 all the other ghosts in most cases. And we see the Terragrass Gastrodon. I think that is one of the staples for Leppy as well. Yeah, it's Trick Room this week. We don't see the Hail mode come out. I hope the Trick Room can come up, because that Chiyu could run through this team if it's faster than every mon, which it is without Trick Room. Let's see. Oh, I didn't say the leads, but yeah, it's Chiyu into Mew probably. Cresselia. Okay, we could just Dark Pulse here. Oh, Taunt, and we don't have Mental Herb. Nasty Plot. Eating the Moonblast, because the Moonblast is for dinner, and we do get the Spatak drop. We Nasty Plot again. No drop this time. Dark Pulse will KO, won't it? This is messed up. Dark Pulse picking up a KO. Okay. Chiyu kills Gastrodon. Kills Mew. Is this a 6-0? KO's a Skeledirge. Was Skeledirge not unaware, or did unaware not matter? Oh my god. It's just the Chiyu sweep from the start. Surely Dark Pulse doesn't KO here. Okay, it doesn't. Terapagos Calm Minds. Oh, that's rough. Terapagos will also go down. And Cresselia will probably go down to Dark Pulse as well. We do see the Sash. Moonblast doesn't do anything. Chiyu just picks up a KO. I had the teams inversed. Oh my god. Terapagos. Terapagos, Ursaluna. Cresselia. Gastrodon. Mew. And Skeledirge. Really insane Chiyu sweep, by the way. Really insane. Congratulations there. We see a win for Ultra Burst, a loss for Leppy. That is a 6-0. Very nicely played Chiyu. Yep. Impressive stuff. Just recognizing that the Chiyu can really take away the game if Trick Room doesn't go up. So he brought Taunt and Nasty Plot. Next game is FFLA versus Con Baby. Let me just make sure all the teams are right. Yep, they are. Let's jump into it. We see the Terra Rock Rhyperior from FFLA, and we see the Terra Poison Scrafty from Con Baby. Leads wise, I feel like it's Araquanid into the Meowscarada. Because I don't feel like Meowscarada. Okay, Weezing Galar comes out on the Araquanid. Interesting. Oh, we're getting T-Spikes up. Because we don't have any poison types from the start. We didn't know that Water Bubble blocks Will-O-Wisp, which is rough. We do live a Surf, though. Webs are up and here to stay. Latias comes out to eat the next Surf. We drop a Draco. Araquanid is such an insane mon because it has such a low BST, but it actually puts in a lot of work. Gouging Fire coming out. We do reveal that we're not heavy duty boots. We're booster energy. Are we going to DD up? Scrafty does have Intimidate though. But we could just DD up again. DD up again. Yes. Dragon Tail Scrafty. Very nice. Very nice deck. I hate bringing Dragon Tail, but I mean, it ended up finding a lot of value here. We see Bronzong bring out the rocks, and then click Psychic. Rapid Spin gets rid of all the hazards, which were ruining FFLA's game state. Gouging Fire coming out on the rocks, coming back up. This doesn't have Taunt. Are we going to DD up? Or are we just going to click EQ? I think we need to kill Scrafty before we can start setting up with Gouging Fire. Ooh! The poison type. And it's out. So what killed it? It was the poison from Toxic Spike, right? So Weezing picks up a KO there. That's funny. Heat Crash into the Ogerpon. That SD's very ambitious SD. And it's down for the count. That's the first time this whole draft league that any Ogerpon form comes out and doesn't pick up a KO, I think. Latias coming out on the Sticky Webs coming back up, but we will have Treads to come and spin again. Because no spin blocker. Dropping another Draco, but it doesn't do enough. Latias does go down to the Araquanid. Once again, a really good mon with the terrible BST it has. Weezing coming out. Holy misclick. What did Weezing die to? Rocks, right? And the rocks were set up by Bronzong. Rocks were set up by Bronzong. And then we see Rapid Spin picking up the KO on Araquanid and helping with the game state once again. Because those were some crazy hazards. We trade rocks. Go Rapid Spin. Eat a body press. Okay, so we're looking to sack Treads to the... Oh. Just keep Rapid Spinning. Yep, we go down to a body press. That's fine, though. Because now we could bring out Gouging Fire and we could DD up on another... Oh, we get the Morning Sun instead. Psychic doing no damage. We're going to DD up here. We do get the Quirk Drive booster speed, so Iron Boulder can still click whatever. It's Ivy Cudgel variant. Mighty Cleave. I guess we didn't have close combat. We Terra Rock Earthquake. Very interesting. I like it, though. Get the Terra out of the way. Lose that. Actually, you're not losing very much of a weakness, but it's fine. Heat Crash. Heat Crash again picks up the KO. Gouging Fire is here to play, But SD, what do we see on the SD? Earthquake picking up the KO on Iron Boulder. Boulder's just weak to so many types that I can't really set up reliably. Yep. Yeah, that's a Gouging Fire. Gouging Fire actually picked up 4 KOs that game, which I did not expect. We see a +3 differential into the -3 for Con Baby. Honestly, I respect it. We got webs up a lot, but we had no spin blocker here. And that really messed us up. Let's move on to the next game, which is Surely You Jest versus Mackerel. We see Manda Fraud and Slither Fraud in the same team. Terra Steel, Slither Fraud, and there's a Terra Water Arboliva. Oh my god. Arboliva versus the world. Let's see how this plays out. I feel like it's going to be a lead from the Diancie, maybe a suicide lead Diancie, into Slitherwing. I feel like it actually might be Slitherwing lead. Empoleon into Rotom Wash. Okay, so we just get our... Can we get the Volts? No, it screens. It screens. Diancie coming out. Stealth Rocks do drop out from the Garchomp. What's Diancie clicking? Trick Room. Earth Power. Holy tech. Holy glorious tech. Is it weakness policy? Oh my god. This is crazy. Earth Power. Terra Steel on the Moonblast. We get this attack drop. Earthquake doing barely any damage to Diancie. We Earth Powered, picking up the KO on Slither Fraud. Get out of here, Slither Fraud. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad you KO'd it, Mackerel. +1 differential. Rotom coming out on the EQ from Garchomp. Spikes do come out. We got to Reflect again. Metagross is out. Yeah, another Spike coming out. Mandibuzz comes out to eat the Heavy Slam. Diancie's back out to play. The Helion roosts. U-turn doing 2% to Diancie. And we get the Trick Room back up. Earth Power doing a decent amount to Empoleon, but it is just going to roost it off. Empoleon's so tanky. We have no spinner here, so Diancie's just a sack in the future. We will flip turn. What will Metagross click? Earthquake. Arboliva coming out on the last turn of Trick Room to eat a Foul Play. And we do get the Seed Sower up that Mandibuzz cannot use, but it is at 100% HP, so it's not the biggest deal. We do get Toxic, which is the counterplay to Arboliva, isn't it? You turn out to Empoleon on a Leech Seed. We are draining your HP. Flip turn out into Garchomp. And we have completed our spike stacking. And we have no hazard removal on Mackerel's side, so it is a rough game to be played. Rotom Pain Splits on the discharge. Diancie coming out as a sack. So Diancie dying to the rocks. It's only Garchomp's, right? Yep. So that is a KO for Garchomp into the Diancie. Let's see what happens now. Mandibuzz coming out on Heavy Slam. Good predict. Good predict. Darkrai is out here to play. What are we going to see? Like a Nasty Plot? Darkrai tricks a Choice Scarf into the Covert Cloak. Now we have a Scarf Mandibuzz here. Dark Pulse. We can need one more Surf. Flip turn taking us down to 3%. Psyshock, okay. I mean, everything on this side of the team is pretty low HP. Lantern does Volt Switch. So we do get a KO on Darkrai from Lantern of all things. But now that some mons are here to play. Some mons are here to play. Get another Toxic off while we set up more screens. And we're probably going to switch out to Arboliva to get the Seed Sower and then hopefully get Sneasler in. And Polion is here to play. Do we have Ice Beam? Surf, Roost, Flip Turn, Ice Beam? No Roost. Okay, so we see Roost come out. Leech Seed. Eaten up. We're just losing turns to bring in Sneasler here. Leech Seeds are being eaten. Is this a slow game? Yes. I might start skipping. Okay, Metagross comes out. Maybe the game... Oh. Metagross is KO'd by the spikes. That's another KO for the Chomp. This week we've seen a lot of hazards. Oh my god. Rotom gets the Pain Split, which actually didn't do anything, I think. Did like 1%. But the thing is, Lantern has a really high base HP and Rotom has a really low base HP. So Pain Split's actually really good here for the Lantern. Screens go up. We do die to the Toxic. That was set by Mandibuzz only. Volt Switch. Oh my god, does Toxic pick up another KO? Strength Sap on the competitive Mon switching in. Holy, it might be cooked on that end. Okay, no. Surf's not doing a lot. Memento into the competitive? Why? I guess we really just need to get Sneasler in. I actually kind of respect it. Okay, Arboliva KOs itself, so that's no differential for Jest. Sneasler coming out. What we got? Grassy Seed, okay. We're going to SD up, but Surf picks up the KO, yeah. Sneasler is down for the count. And Empoleon picks up a KO. So that is a win for Jest, but it's only a +4. Wait, no, +5. Wait. Let me do my calcs. Yeah, it's a 4. It's a 4-point win because of the self KO. And we have a -5 differential for Mackerel, unfortunately. But honestly, I respect it. I like the way that was played. That was funny, Memento. Final game. I saved the best for last, and by best, I mean the one that's going to take most of my lifespan away because I see the Alamomolo from Forgery. Who's the Terra Captain for Forgery? Is it the Bramblegast? Terra Grass? And then we see the Terra Poison Bellybolt. I'm guessing the lead is just going to be... It's going to be torn into bundle. Okay, Bramblegast into bundle. That's decent. Freeze Ride does just instantly pick up a KO. Holy moly. Okay, we're just starting right away, I guess, okay? The Bramble. Bellybolt coming out on a Trailblaze. Now we have Electromorphosis. We're gonna drop a Draco. By Draco, I mean Muddy Water. And we do get the accuracy drop. That's insane. Volt Switch misses. That's the first time I've ever seen Volt Switch miss. Oh my Lanta. And the Draco miss. Oh, this accuracy drop is putting in the work. And we get a crit Volt Switch. Like, why is everything going the best possible way for Phantasma right now? We see the SD out of Ogerpon. Does it take away the game? No, not yet. It's a Sludge Bomb. Does not get poisoned. We can Ivy Cudgel. I think I know what's going to happen from here on out. Bleak Wind misses. That is insanely unlucky. Okay, guys. Holy moly. Everything that could go right has gone right here. Oh my god. What an insane 6-0 for Phantasma. Holy crap. I just feel bad for Forgery there. I did not expect such a fast game. Okay. So given everything that just happened, let's open this link I have for you guys. This is the link with the current stats for everyone. Yeah, these are the current stats for everyone. These are your top 8 players. They're making it to the playoffs. So everyone here and below, thank you for playing. I actually really enjoyed watching your games. And you know what? I hope to see you guys for the next draft league. We have tons of other events happening as part of the university, so stay tuned for those. I'm glad you guys participated. And yeah, so here are your top 8. We do have a tie right here. And let me check my rules. Do I have anything about how I'm gonna break ties? Tiebreaker. Do I have anything about tiebreakers? Tiebreakers will be differential, then head-to-head, then opponent win percent. If still tied, they will have a tiebreaker match to determine a winner. Okay, so let's see. Did they do a head-to-head? Wait, whose head-to-head do I need to check? Wish and Phantasma. Let's check Wish and Phantasma. Has that ever happened? Doesn't seem to have happened. Okay, wait. What does it mean by head-to-head or OPP win percent? OPP win percent. Okay, by the way, I have you guys open now. No head-to-head. Yeah. OP opponent win percent. So based on like the opponents that they had who had the highest win percent. Do we have to do a tiebreaker battle? I was gonna give a +1 to Phantasma because they've been listening to what I've been putting in the chat, but I think I kind of like a tiebreaker. So they're gonna have to do a tiebreaker, which means that I might have to force the tiebreaker match to be. How am I gonna do this? How are we gonna do this tiebreaker game? I guess we just make it happen this week and then playoffs start next week. I guess, yeah. How do we feel about playoffs starting next week instead? Tiebreaker would be fun, and I mean, it is in the rules. It is in the rules to do tiebreaker. That is true as well. They could play in playoffs. Okay, tiebreaker's too annoying. All right, then. Well, I'll have to check these opponents. We'll see. Wish here was against FFella. Phantasma was against Lepi. So, based on the standings, we'll give a +1 to Wish here. Wish got Lepi. Phantasma was up against Estrella. Okay, +1 there. So it's 0-0. I think it's the opponent win percentage thing. We had Phantasma against Gone Baby, Wish against Gek. Let me check the standings to see where those happen. Okay, so that's a point to Phantasma there. Wish against Forgery. We just saw Phantasma against Forgery, so that's how that went down. Phantasma lost to Soul Blaze here, though. Wish against Estrella. And we see Phantasma against FFella. Okay. Wish against Soul Blaze was a win. Phantasma against Macro. And Wish lost into Philosopher. I'm gonna say, yeah. So since Wish beat Soul Blaze and Phantasma didn't beat Soul Blaze, I'm going to use that as the tiebreaker, I think. Because that is the highest win percent opponent that they had. And one lost, the other one won. So we'll be giving rank 3 to Phantasma, rank 2. Rank 2 to Wish, rank 3 to Phantasma. I can't change this, though. Yeah. So second place is gonna be Wish. Third place is gonna be Phantasma. You guys have your time to select your opponents, and then you have to do your playoff battles, I think. Yeah. And I think that's how it's gonna go down. So I'll write that down and have it ready to go. So we have first place. Just selects their opponent first. Second place is Wish. Selects their opponent second if they aren't selected. Right? Then we have third place Phantasma, who will select their opponent third unless they are selected. And then if one of these are selected, then fourth place No Area Mies selects their opponent if they aren't selected, and so on down the list. So first selection will go to Jest, and that will be reported later on. We'll see. Which means OPP win percentage is the same. Yeah, no, like they're gonna seem similar. So I just took like whoever between you guys that you fought had the highest win percent, and it was Soul Blaze. You beat Soul Blaze Wish, and Phantasma didn't, so I'm just using that as the tiebreaker. I think that's the best solution I could find. Yeah. So that's all on that front. And if we look at the MVP race, Ogre Pawn has the MVP score of 83, blowing out the rest of the competition by an insane amount. I think MVPs are no longer counted after the regular season, so in playoffs, these numbers will not be changing. Ogre Pawn came out and had a 27, 2, and 8 KDA. Insane. Kill value of 1.69, which is calculated by, I think it's kills minus your deaths and then divided by your point value. So that's insane. That is insane value here. 1.69. Like, it is blowing out the numbers against everyone else. And this is what happens when you give a rock type a 100% accurate physical move. And then, yeah, I mean, next up, runner-up is surely you just Enamorous. Right? Pretty decent KDA, but it's not on this list until number 9. Like, Ogre Pawn is just blowing out the competition here. Third place is Ties. King Gambit. Let's go through the MVP for everyone's team. So we had Urshifu, Rapid Strike / Sylveon for Wish. Soul Blaze's MVP was Hoop Unbound. Mies had Roaring Moon. Philosopher had Goldengo. Estrella had the Palafin Hero. We have FFL's Gouging Fire was their MVP. Mackerel's MVP was Darkrai. No, is this Phantasma's MVP? Iron Bundle. No, wait, the Ogre Pawn's right there. Poison Point's MVP was Weavile. Forgeries was Articuno. Con Babies was Ogre Pawn Wellspring. So that's 2 people with an Ogre Pawn MVP. Ultra Burst had Chiyu. Gek had Kyurem. Is that everyone? Let's go down the list. That's everyone here with an MVP. I think some players aren't covered here, but yeah. I mean, look at that. Look at that glorious Ogre Pawn. Either way, I think that's everything. Stay tuned. Next time we stream it will be the playoffs matches as the players select to do them.